Java application. If you run Lombok as a Java application, okay, so it will ask you for the specify the location of the okay IDE. Okay, we are using Java. I mean, sorry, STS Spring Tool Suite. Na, so we have to specify the okay path of Spring Tool Suite here. After specifying the path, we can just install or update. Okay, so here you can click on the specify location. So you can select your uh, what can I say? You can select your path of your Spring Tool suite. Okay, so I think I have Spring Tool suite in the AMP. Okay, so here I have Spring Tool suite 4.15.1. So here we have to select it. Okay, so here you can select your Spring Tool suite. Select this and click on the select. Okay, now the path is added. Now path is added. Here you can click on the install or update. Okay, here you can click on the install or update. After completing the installation, you can just update the project. Okay, so how to update the project? So by clicking on the project, and you can go to the Maven. So here in the Maven, we have update project. Okay, after specifying the after specifying the path, you can click on the install or update in the Lombok. Okay, after completing the installation, okay, now you can update your project. Bang, that's it. No need to do anything. Okay, so this is the easiest way to sort the problem of Lombok. Okay, this is the only way I think so. Okay, so please, Suras, please
Yes,
do
sir.
it. Okay, it will solve for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm. So some people are facing some issues in, setting the local host, some spellings. Okay, so when you are using some keywords, okay, it is showing some wrong local host or something like this. Okay, so so Spring Tool has a default spell check option. Okay, you have to disable the default spell check option of the Spring Tool suite. Okay, if you want to disable the spelling check in the Spring Tool suite, okay, you can open your Spring Tool suite and click on the window. Yes, click on the window and click on the preference. So here we have the different options. No? So here click on the general options. In the general options, we can find something like editors. In the editors, you have a text editors. Okay, in the text editor we have a spelling. Okay, so we have a spelling. You have to disable the spelling. See, okay, I disable the spelling. Okay, if you want to use the spelling check option, you can enable it. Okay, by default Spring Tool suite allows the spelling check option, so you can disable this option if you are facing any issue in spellings. Okay, this one is also one of the great tip. Hmm. So other than this, I think nothing. You didn't face anything. Okay, if you are unable to install, if you are unable to find the properties file, you can reinstall your JBoss tools. Okay. So Nishant also told that na. So Nishant installed everything except the Red Hat. So it is working. So you can work it. So okay, these are the things you have to take care while creating the project. Okay, but in the meanwhile, if you are facing any new issue, if you are facing any new issue, please let me know. We will try to figure it out, try to sort it out. Okay, so getting errors is not an issue. Okay, we have to solve it. No, so when we are getting errors, then only we get maza. Okay, so if the program executed in the single shot, we won't get that much feel, no. So when you are working with errors, okay, you have to spend at least 2 to 3 hours for a small, very small error. For suppose we misplace the comma with semicolon, oh, that's kind of issues we have. Okay, so when you are having errors only, you will get a maza. Okay, the perfect developers will definitely get an errors. Okay, if you are getting execution, if you are compiling the code without any error, you won't get the new things, no. So whenever we are getting the errors, we can explore the more things. Okay, so don't worry about the errors, please work on it. If you are unable to find it, if you are unable to solve it, let me know. I'm there. Na? If I'm also unable to do it, okay, we can go for the Stack Overflow. We have the community. Okay, so you can search the error in the Stack Overflow. I think most of the people know about the Stack Overflow. No, how many of you are aware of Stack Overflow? Can you raise your ra- okay, okay, okay. Some boys are knowing about that. So Stack Overflow is a for the communities. Okay, in the Stack Overflow, okay, there is a two famous technologies. One is Java and second one is JavaScript. Okay, so according to Stack Overflow, statistics, 60% of developers they are using okay JavaScript in their daily lives. I mean daily tasks. Okay, Stack Overflow is one of the largest community of developers. Okay, so we can use the Stack Overflow. By using Stack Overflow, we can sort any problem. Okay, so we have to worry if we are getting the new error which is not there in the Stack Overflow. Okay, so then we have to worry about that. Okay, so these errors not presented in the Stack Overflow. Now what to do? Then only we can, okay, we have to do something else. Okay, but the errors which you are getting definitely will be there in the Stack Overflow. Okay, you won't get any new error which is not there in the Stack Overflow for sure. Okay, so yeah, you can search in the Stack Overflow, you'll get new options, you can explore the new things in the Hibernate, I mean any technology. Okay, so please explore the things, not only learning. Okay, we have to explore a lot of things. Okay, so I mean, so I'm giving you only 60 to 70 percentage of stuff only. Okay, maybe 60 percentage or 65 percentage of stuff. But okay, if you want to learn more things, no, so you have to explore yourself, right? So I'm not going to, I mean, so here I'm not covering every topic now, because even I don't know many topics. Huh? So you have to explore. Okay, I learned so many things from you only, right? Yeah. So yeah, don't worry. Please work on it. Okay. If you have to spend the time with the programming. Okay. Spend the time. Write the code. Okay. So don't write the code which I already wrote. Okay. Try to implement some new things. Okay. So some add new features to your project. Okay, so if we are creating some hostel management application now, so you can create a student managed application also. Okay, by parallelly you can create a student management system. Okay, we have so many systems, na? Employee management system, student management system. Okay, or attendance management system. You can develop any type of project, okay, which will help you to understand the language. So you explore the new things. Okay, yeah. As of now, okay, just concentrate on our sprint one project. After completion of the sprint one project, you can create the new projects with Hibernate. Okay, so when you are creating the new projects, then only you will get an experience, na? Okay, yes. Okay, it's okay. So shall we start our class? We have to complete the admin dashboard today. So in the admin dashboard, we have to create a lot of features. Create rooms, view rooms, allot rooms, add fees, delete users. Okay, view users in a one particular room. Well, we can create those kind of things as well. Okay, so if you are not having any issues in the user dashboard or in the login and register, okay, we can move forward with the admin dashboard. Guys, what to do? Admin dashboard, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You can.
Okay, okay. So before starting, obviously we have to take attendance. Hey, I want to ask something. So, how many of you visited, the Varanasi? So, at the time and the beginning of the classes, we discussed the things, huh? So, some of you are visited Varanasi. So, tell me, what is the best time to visit Varanasi? Actually, January is the good time. So I'm planning Varanasi in December or January. Is that a good time to visit Varanasi? Do you know anything about Varanasi? So let me know. Okay, the thing. Okay, so the best time to visit Varanasi. Okay, I want to spend at least 1 week to 10 days there. Okay, so I'll do a work from home. I can work from anywhere. Okay, so I want to work from Varanasi. I want to feel the culture of Varanasi. Okay, so please ping me. Okay, if you know anything about the Varanasi. Okay, yeah. So I want to plan in either December or in January. Okay. Why risk? I want risk. Okay, Sandeep,
Present, sir.
Aras,
Present, sir.
Yogesh,
Present, sir.
Tosh,
Present, sir.
Sunil, absent. Chetan,
Yes, sir.
Kunjan, Kunjan,
Yes, sir.
Nishant, okay. Amit, absent. Ankit is on leave, I think so, right? Hemant,
Yes, sir.
Deepak, Suraj,
Yes, sir.
okay. Nancy Mehra. Nancy, are you there? I think she joined, no? Nancy, are you there? Khushbu Sharma, Neetu, Neetu, Divya,
Present, sir.
Nisha, Rahul,
Present, sir.
Sheetal, Barka, Priya,
Present, sir.
Rupa,
Present, sir.
Priyanshu,
Yes, sir. Present.
Ritika, Abhishek, Abhishek, Abhishek joined, no? Raise your hand also, but he left. Shika Sharma,
Present, sir.
Renu,
Present, sir.
Prashant,
Present, sir.
okay. Okay, so let's create the admin dashboard, okay? So let's understand what were the different things we can add in the admin dashboard. I think the third file is ours, no? Okay, admin dashboard we have to create. Okay, so let me know the things. Okay, what we can create in the admin dashboard. We can add something like view rooms. Okay, view users and create rooms. Create rooms. Allot rooms. Okay, and five something. What we can add? Allot rooms. Hmm.
Delete user.
Yeah, we can add delete. delete users, or we can add delete rooms as well, na? Delete rooms as well. No, don't add delete rooms. Okay. So in the place of delete rooms, we can add something else. Okay. View users in room. Okay. If okay the admin okay enters the one particular room ID, then we have to display okay who are the different people are there in the room. Okay. Shall we add something like this? Okay. It's cool, no? Okay. So these are the different features an admin can implement. Okay. Okay. Shall we create this? I don't know. I am feeling drowsy today. Okay. Okay. No, I'm feeling some drowsy today. Hmm. Admin DAO. We have to implement the admin DAO interface. Okay. To create the DAO structures and admin DAO implementation. Okay. And we have to work with service package as well. Admin dashboard service. Okay. And admin dashboard implementation. Okay. These are the different things that we have in admin. Okay, we have to work with these three, I mean, these four files today. Okay, let's create the abstract methods in the interface. Okay, let's create the abstract methods. Okay, so we want to view the rooms. Okay, so public. Okay, this view rooms. Okay, so view rooms is nothing but there may be a not only one room, right? So there will be a list of rooms. Okay, there will be a 10 rooms or 15 rooms according to the admin. Okay, we can create any number of rooms. So if we want to view the rooms, it will return list of rooms for us. Okay, it will return list of rooms for us. So here we have to pass the list of rooms. Okay, so here I can declare list of rooms. Okay, so here we can call this thing as a view rooms. View rooms is the one method, and we have to import this room from the model. Mm, room or rooms? I forgot the model name. Room. Okay, we have to import the room from the models. Okay, import this. First, we need to import the list, then import the room. Import dot hostel ms dot model.star. Yes, we have to import the room from model package obviously, and we want to we want to see the users, right? So obviously we need to fetch the list of users. Okay, list of users, and here we can call this method as a view users. Okay, so if user wants to see the users, so the admin wants to see the users, we have to print the list of user, because okay, in our application there is a list of users, not only a one user or two user or something. Okay, we have a number of users, so that's why we are returning list of user to the okay service layer. And okay, this particular create room, okay, create room, sorry, list of users, it will return list of users. And create room, okay, if you want to, if the admin want to create a one particular room, okay, so he can call this particular method, and here we can return one integer. Okay, one integer for the confirmation. Okay, we can return one integer for the confirmation. And okay, so let's call this method. And this particular room na, so create rooms, okay, we need a one parameter also. Okay, we need a one parameter. Okay, that parameter is room r1. Okay, because we want to save the room, so first of all we need a room na, so we need a model. Okay, we need the values for the room. So create room method can expect okay one parameter. Okay, so here public int create room. Okay, it is expecting one room na, so one room to store in the database, so that's why we wrote room r1. Okay, we are expecting one parameter in the create room method. And we have allowed room also. Okay, we have allowed room also. So here also we can we can return one integer for the how many, how many updates can show is done by using the query. And here also this allowed room method can expect some parameters. Okay, those are, okay, something like user id and room id. We have to pass user id and room id to the, okay, allowed rooms method. Then it will update the room for the user. Okay, so we can, here we can expect two different things: int allowed room. Okay, so int uid and RID. Okay, UID stands for user ID, RID stands for room ID. And okay, we can delete the users. Okay, if the admin wants to delete a one user, okay, then okay. So here also we can we can return, okay, an integer value. And here also this method is expecting some parameter which is user ID. Okay, we have to refer the user ID na. So here we can refer the user ID, public int delete user. Okay, int user id. Okay, if we want to delete some user, no, so we can delete the user by using his user id. Okay, so that's why this delete user expecting one, one parameter. And here we are viewing the users in a one room. Okay, we are viewing users in a one particular room. So here we have to specify the, okay, okay, this particular method also will return list of users for us, because in one room, okay, there will be a multiple number of, there will be multiple number of users na? So because we are implementing many to one mapping. Okay, we are implementing many to one mapping, so that's why, okay, one room can have multiple users, and that's why this method is returning list of users for us. Okay, by passing one parameter called room id. Okay, we have to pass parameter called room id. Okay, based on the room id we can fetch the different values, we can fetch the different users. Okay, so these are the different, okay, different different methods of a admin dashboard. Okay, we have to implement these DAO structure. After implementing the DAO only, we can go through the service layer. Is that okay for you? After creating the DAO, because yesterday, some people got confused, we got confused. Okay, when we are working with service layer and DAO layer parallelly. Okay, so that's why I decided to divide the logic. Okay, so first of all we need to implement the entire DAO layer. After implementing the entire DAO structure, we can go through the service layer. Is that okay? Is that approach is okay for you, or you want me to continue with the last approach? I mean,
No, sir,
DAO.
this is okay.
Okay, DAO layer. After completion of the DAO layer, we can go to the service layer. If you are confusing in this particular thing, okay, we can do parallelly. Okay, when we are working in parallelly, then only we got confused, I think so. Okay, so I can go with this particular. Okay, chalo. Let's create the DAO layer first. So we have the one interface, no, we have the admin DAO interface, and okay, this is the DAO implementation. So here we have to implement the interface. Implements interface. Admin DAO. Okay, and we have to read admin DAO, and we have so many unimplemented methods. So we have to add the unimplemented method. Click on add unimplemented method. Okay, we have. Now we have to design the DAO structures. Okay, Okay, sorry for that. Now we can implement the view rooms. Okay, so remove all these things. So obviously, okay, we need one object. Do you know what is the object that we need to create the methods? We need a one important object, no?
Rooms.
No. Okay, if you want to implement DAO structures, okay, we need a one important object.
Session object.
Obviously, very good. We need a session object, no? So obviously, okay, we wanna design auto closable session object. Okay, try session cs equal to, okay, what is the class name that we have? Hibernate dot, sorry, Hibernate util dot get session, and we have to import this session object. Yes, now we can. Okay, so here in this method, okay, we want to fetch the rooms, right? So we want to view the all the rooms that available in our application. So how to get that? So here, okay, we can write a one query. Okay, query qu equal to, okay, qu equal to session dot create query. Okay, so we want to fetch the results. I mean, we want to fetch the different rows of a, okay, room table, na? So from room, okay, from room, select from room. Okay, this is the query, and we need to import this query from Hibernate. Hibernate query it is. No, this query from persistence API. Yes, we can. Okay, we can import the query from persistence API. Remember that. Okay, now here we can create a one list of, one list of rooms, okay, which is RL, okay, or LR, list of rooms, okay, or we can create a some new name, room list. Okay, so here I'm creating a new list name which is a room list. Okay, so here we have to execute the above query, na? So here we can get something like this: view u dot, okay, get result set with a result list, because okay, we are expecting, okay, one list of rooms, right? So that's why we have to write get result list here. Okay, we are getting result list. After getting the result list, we can return it. Return room list. Okay, we are returning the room list. That's it. Okay, so this is the DAO object. We can write some comments here. Okay, getting everything, getting rows of a room table. Okay, returning the room table obviously. And let's see, okay, how this can work. Mm, come on, SQL. Actually, we have to write something like select star from room, right? But since we are using the Hibernate query language, we can just write a from room. So we are using some database for what? Show databases. We are using hostel MS, right? Hostel MS, I think so. use hostel and show tables. Okay, we have it. Now we can print some message. Select star from room. Okay, if you write this particular command, this command will return all the rooms, right? All the rooms in the table, and we have only one room in the table. Okay, that's why we got it. Okay, so since we have only one particular room only, so that's why we got one room in the database. Okay, so here I want to fetch the room details like this, so that's why I wrote a query called from, okay, room. Okay, select star from room is equal to from room in the Hibernate query language. Okay, and we are returning the list of rooms to the service layer. Okay, so this is the view rooms method, view rooms down. Now let's import, let's design another one. And here we have view users. Okay, so can you tell me how to view the users, how to get the list of users, how to get the list of users? We got the list of rooms now. So here now I want to get the list of users, which is very similar to the previous method. Can you tell me
From
the
user.
yeah, that's it. We have to write one query called from user. Okay, so here I can copy all this. Here I'm creating a room user list. Okay, here writing user list. Okay, and here we can write return user. Okay, from users, and we are having, okay, so we have to change the type of the list. Okay, that list, the type of the list is user. Okay, we want to get the list of users, and we are returning the list of user. Okay, both the methods are same. Okay, in the first method we are printing the list of rooms available, and here we are printing the list of users available. Okay, remember. Okay, now this is the main method for us. Okay, this is the main method for us, which is the create room. Okay, so create room is the main method for us. Okay, let's create a room. hmm. So when we are creating the rooms, we
Sir, it
can
is
what,
allowed room method.
sorry, thank you, thank you for that. Here we have to work, no? So here, okay, when we are saving some details or updating some details in the database, we have to, okay, we have to start something. What is that?
Transaction.
Yeah, so after completion of the, our operation, we can do, we have to do something, no?
Commit.
Yeah, we have to save the transaction. That means committing the transaction. Okay, so here obviously we need a session object. Session SCS equal to Hibernate utility dot get session. So by this particular one line, okay, we avoided 4 to 5 lines of the program when we are working with the basic Hibernate project, basic Hibernate program. Okay, we wrote 4 lines, but here we are writing only one line. Okay, which is a auto closable also. Okay, no need to close the session even. Okay, so this is the power of, okay, the project configurations. Okay. Yes, and here we want to, okay, say we want to do some operations with the database, right? So if you want to perform any operations, if you want to start any transactions to the with the database, we have to begin the transaction. So session dot begin transaction. We started the transaction. Okay, now here I want to do one thing. Okay, I want to do one thing. So whenever, okay, the room id is a generally the room id is not a auto generated. Okay, whenever the admin enters the one room id, okay, so I want to make that room id as a primary key. Okay, so that means room id, basically it is a primary key, and room id won't allow duplicate values. Okay, so here I want to check with the room name. Okay, I want to add only unique room names. Okay, because room id is the obviously the primary key won't allow any duplicate values that we know already. But here, okay, I don't want to add a new, I mean existing room name. I don't want to add existing room name to the database. So how to do that? Okay, I don't want to save the existing room name. Okay, if the room name is already existed in the database, then I want to raise some exception. Okay, so okay, I want to write that type of conditions. Tell me how to do it. So I want to store only the unique user room names. Okay, unique user room names. Obviously, room ID is a unique because it is a primary key, but room name is not a primary key. So we have to, okay, add a trans. I mean, we have to perform some operations with it. Tell me how to do it.
Sir, I think with the help of query where we match the user ID and the room name.
Mm, yes. So when we are registering into the database, na, registration of the user into the database, we are checking for the username, na, whether username is already existed or not. So we have to do the same approach here. Okay. So first of all, we can get the room name. So here I am creating a room name variable, room name equal to r1 dot get room name, r1 dot get room name. The first thing I want to check with this particular room name is existed in the database or not. Okay, I want to check for the room name is existed in the database or not, or we can check for the this room name is unique or not, that I can say. Okay, anything is okay. Okay, so here we have to write a one, obviously we have to write a query, right? So this will return one room for us. Okay, this will return one room for us, so that's why, okay, session dot create query. Okay, select from room where room name equal to given room name. Okay, set parameter room name is a room name variable, and we want to get the unique result. So we can add a dot unique result, dot unique result. Okay, so obviously this will return one object for us, so we have to convert the object into the room. Okay, we have to typecast it. Yeah, typecasting it. If r2 is null, okay, if r2 is null, then we can save the data, then we can save the room. Okay, so session dot save r1. Okay, session dot save r1. Okay, whenever we are saving the session, okay, we can commit the transaction. We are committing the transaction, and I want to return something. Return one. Okay, if it is else, if the r2 is not a null, okay, if r2 is not null, okay, here we can raise an exception. Okay, throw new global exception. Okay, room name already existed. Okay, we need to import this global exception from the exception package, and we need to declare it at the method also. Add throws declaration, and this needs throws declaration in the interface also. Interface. Okay, yes, we are done. This is how you can add the new room details in the database. Okay, so if you are confusing here, you can do something. Initially, I am taking room R2 equal to null. Okay, now we are I mean we are replacing the null value with the room details. If the room details is available, that means username is already existed. If the room details is not available, then we can save the. Okay, so that's why uh, we implemented this logic. If R2 equal to null, that means the details not found. Okay, so if the details not found, what it means? I mean it means the 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 duplication is not there. Okay, room is not existed. So that's why we are working with this thing. Okay, so this is how you have to work with the you have to save the room, create the room method. This is okay. Let's write some comments. Checking for existing room name. Okay, if room name is unique, then we can save that.
Sir, R1 is the object of room model.
Yes, we are getting from here. Okay, we can call this method in the service layer, na. So in the service layer, we have to use the room R1. Okay,
Okay, sir.
from the service layer, we are getting R1. Okay, so this is the create room method. Guys, are you okay with this method? Did you understand why we are writing this much of code for the room, creating the new room? Are you getting my point or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about others? Why silence?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mm, what? Can implement another method. So we implemented three methods till now. Create room method this is, and view users and view rooms. Okay, we have created three different methods in the more I mean in the DAO structure. Now we have to design some in the allot room and delete key. And if we want to do, we can do. I mean we can add another one also. Okay. So didn't I add? Okay, I forgot to add another room. I mean another method here. We can add the another method. Hmm. So so here in the allotment, okay, so how to assign a one room to one particular user, how to allot a new room to the user. Okay, by using the user id and the room id, we can allot a new room. Okay, we can update the values. Okay, we can update the room id, okay, of the user by using the user id. Okay, let's see how can we do. So first of all, let's understand how we are doing in the, okay, uh, in sql. So generally I want to see the different users uh, of our database. So let's start from user. See, we have, okay, four users, no? We have four users, and I forgot to add a view. I mean, add fees details also. Okay, we have to add the fees details also. Okay. So here, okay, we have four users. We have four users. Okay, four students we have, and only Bhaskara is allotted to the room one. Okay, Bhaskara is allotted to room 101. Okay, I want to add. Okay, Anudeep. Okay, I want to add Anudeep into the room 101. I want to add Anudeep into room 101. So how to add Anudeep? Okay, into room 101. Can you tell me the SQL query? So I want to add 101 room to the Anudip. So how to add it? So first of all, we have to understand the SQL. Then only we can move for the HQL. Okay. So tell me how to add the room number 101 to Anudip.
Sir, update query, update set
Hmm. Update, update user. Okay. Set.
user room
Hmm.
underscore room ID is equals to 11.
Okay.
where ID is equals to
where
wherever.
user ID equal to, so whenever I mean put whoever you want to add, you have to give the user ID. Okay, so here I want to add the use I mean room to the user ID 3, so I'm writing user ID 3. Okay, and we can get this. Okay, now you can see the thing. Select star from the user. Now you can see. Okay, so we successfully implemented, okay, many to one relationship. Many users is really I mean many users are in one particular room. 101 is the only room, and where Bhaskara and Anudeep are staying. Okay, so this is how you can add. Okay, very good. So we have to write this particular command in the Hibernate query language. Okay, let's do this. So by using the user ID and room ID, we can assign the values. Okay. So here, obviously, we need a try block to get the session HES equal to Hibernate utility dot get session. Yeah, so here, okay. So we can we can implement the query. Okay, we can write the query. So how to write that? Okay, so I'm reading, okay, I'm reading the status. Okay, so maybe I will get the status because here you can see one row is affected. Okay, it is showing one row is affected, so we will definitely get a one particular, one particular integer. So that's why I'm reading the integer here. Okay, so that's why I want to return a integer from this particular method. Okay, so int status equal to session dot create query. Okay, where we can write our command update. Okay, update user set user room underscore room id. Okay, user room underscore room id. Please take care about the, okay, spellings and, okay, the uppercase and lowercase letters. See, user room underscore room id. Okay, user room underscore room id. Okay, so here in the place of, okay, room id, we have to pass our id, which is we are getting. Okay, and we have to write the where clause also. Where, okay, user id equal to uid. Okay, we have to set these two parameters. Set parameters. Okay, in the place of rid, we have to pass rid, room id. Okay, in the place of uid, we have to place uid. Uid. Okay, and okay, this is the, we are updating the values of a table, right? We are updating the values of a table, so that's why we have to use the execute update. Okay, we have to use execute update here. Okay, now here you can see, okay, this is our query, and here we can return the query. Return query. Okay, this is what we need. Okay, we are allotting the new rooms. Okay, and here, okay, I'm deleting the user. Okay, so do you know how to delete a one user, how to delete a one row from the database? How to delete one row from the database? Okay, so here we have jock, right? We have jock, so I want to delete jock from the table. So how to do it? Tell me how to delete one row from the table in SQL.
Delete from the table name
Obviously.
where
Hmm.
username is equal to Jack.
Okay, delete from something like user, where, okay, here we are not using anything like names or something. We have only uid. Okay, so user id, so we can delete by using user id. User id equal to 4. Okay, now you can see one row is affected. That means we can see jock is deleted, the user id 4 is deleted. Okay, so this is how we need to add. Okay, chalo. Let's implement this thing. Okay. Type session SES equal to, okay, Hibernate utility get session. Okay, here we can implement the, delete option. Okay, so obviously int status, here also we can get the status, integer value. Okay, session dot create query. Okay, delete from user where user id equal to given user id. Given user ID. Okay, so we have to execute this update also. This is also an update. Okay, done. And here also we can return the integer value. Return that. Okay, that is the delete user method. Okay, so here, okay, so we discussed another thing also, no? So whenever user wants to see the number of users or number of students in a particular room, okay, so how to do it? Okay, I want to see the number of users who are there in the room number 101. Okay, so I want to retrieve the student details based on the room id. Okay, so how to do it? Please tell me how to display the list of students who are in the same room or who are in the one particular room.
Using where user in room ID is
Mm.
10.
Here we can write the one where class, that's it. Okay, where user room underscore room id is 101. Okay, if you write this command, we will get only one row. See, okay, we are getting the list of users who are there in the user room, who are there in the user room. Okay, so we can fetch the values by like this. Okay, so we can read the room id from the, obviously from, okay, um, admin. Okay, based on the room id we can delete, we can fetch the users. Okay, so we need to implement this method also. Let's do it. Public. uh, so here also we can expect list of users. Okay, uh, user in a room. Okay, the method name is user in a room, and this will expect room id. This particular method is expecting room id for sure. Okay, we need to implement this method. Okay, this is the method. Okay, let's do it. Try. Okay, session SCS equal to, obviously, Hibernate utility dot get session. So here we want to fetch the list of users in a one particular room, na? So here we can write list. Uh, no, no, don't use the list. Okay, let's create a query first. To equal to session dot create query. Okay, from from user, where user user room underscore room id. This one. Okay, equal to the room id should be something r id. Okay, we have to set the parameters, obviously. Set the parameter r id. In the place of r id we can mention the name. Okay, here we can get, I mean, we can apply something called, that's it. We can update the values here. List of users, user user list equal to user list equal to uu dot get result list, uu dot get results list. And here we can return this, return user. Okay, this is the user list in a one particular room. Okay, now I want to add the features also. Okay, I want to add the features also. So how to add the features? Okay, see. Okay, see guys, I want to add two methods. Okay, the two methods is add, I mean, add fees. Okay, and the one method is add fees method, and another method is upload fee method. Upload fee method. Okay, so add fees means, okay, we can add the fees of 5,000. Okay, we can add the fees of 5,000. Okay, now you can see update. Okay, user set user fee equal to 5,000, equal to 5,000. Okay, where user id equal to 3. Okay, so I am adding the fees details. Okay, I am adding the fees details to the user. Now you can see I am adding the fees details. Suppose I added 500. So we added the fees details to the user. Okay, now Bhaskara gave me 2,000 rupees. Okay, Bhaskara gave me 2,000 rupees. So here, okay, so I want to remove the 2,000 rupees from the total amount, and I want to, okay, update those amount from in the database. Okay, for example, Bhaskara gave 2,000 rupees to me, so that means we have three more, I mean 3,000 more in the amount due. So here we can write the command like this. Okay, now Bhaskara will have only 3,000 balance. Okay, because he already gave the 2,000 rupees to me. So that's why he has 3,000 and we have
Sir,
to
screen
upload
is
the fees
paused.
details. Mm, my screen is paused. My screen is presented only. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, sir. Now it's okay.
Okay, and give me a moment. Okay, so okay, we have to add the, yeah, I mean, I want to add fees method and upload fees method, right? So you got my point, right? What is meant by add fees and upload fee? Yes. So add fees means
Yes,
we
sir.
have to add more fees to the user's amount due. Okay, if user gave some amount, na, if user gave some amount, so we have to, okay, we have to decrease the amount due amount, na. So that's one. Okay, and if you want to give, shall we change the name? I mean, name of these methods. Add
Yes, sir.
fees and tell me what is name. So I'm very bad at naming. Add fee method and upload fee is not a good option. No? Just suggest me some names to these two methods.
Add due, I think, sir.
He added due amount. Add due amount. Okay. Hmm. The second method for upload fee. Upload due amount. No. Add and upload are the same thing. No? We get confused. So
Reduce due amount like that.
reduce
Final.
Final is okay, sir. Final.
final due final due amount final due amount. Is it okay, guys? Both the add due method and the final due method, due amount. Final due amount. Compared to final, reduce is okay, no? It
Yes,
makes
sir.
more sense. Reduce, we can add reduce. Okay. Add due amount and reduce the due amount because he gave some amount. Okay, and okay, let's implement those methods as well. So here in the interfaces, we have to add those methods and the public. Okay, these methods, yeah, we have to see one important thing. So these two methods is expecting two parameters. One is user ID for sure. Okay, this method we need a user ID to update the values because we are updating by using the user ID only, and we need the amount also. We need the amount also in the both the cases. In the both the methods, we need user ID and amount. Okay, so here we can declare something like this. Okay, we want to return obviously an integer. Okay, I mean, you know, we add due amount. Okay, this is expecting two parameters. One is UID and one is int amount. Okay, and the same thing I want to do. I'll copy this. Reduce due amount. Okay, reduce due amount. Okay, and obviously we need to implement those two methods. Add unimplemented methods. Okay, now we can go. See how many methods we are doing, right? Hmm. So obviously we need a session object. Try session SES equal to Hibernate util dot get session. Okay. Here we have to write one command. Okay, int UID. Okay, so actually, so whenever we are adding the due amount, okay, whenever we are adding due amount, okay, so we have to add something like this. Okay, for example, I will explain you. Okay, for example, okay, so Bhaskara is having, okay, 3000 due. Okay, Bhaskara is having 3000 due, and for the next month I want to add another 5000. No, for the next month I want to add another 5000. So if I write a 5000 here, if I write a 5000 here, okay, what will, I mean, what will happen? Okay, so in the place of 3000, 5000 got added. Okay, in the place of 3000, 5000 is got added because, so it is overridden the value because we don't want to override the values. First of all, we want to, okay, so we want, what I can say. So we want to add the value to the existing value. Okay, we want to add value to the existing value. Okay, so let me write one thing. Okay, can we do like this? No, it is not possible because, okay, it's not a programming language to accept arithmetic assignment operator. Okay, so what we need is, okay, we first of all we need to fetch the user due amount. Okay, first of all you need to fetch the user due amount, and for the due amount you have to add the new amount. Okay, so first of all we need to fetch the due amount. Okay, so int amount or int due amount equal to, okay, here I can write one query. Okay, session dot create query. Okay, select you sorry select user fee from user where, okay, where user id is equal to given user id. Set parameter obviously. set parameter UID. Okay, so here we have to pass UID. Okay, and here, okay, so we want to get a unique result, so we'll use the unique result here. Okay, unique result. Okay, so this particular thing will return a one object. We don't need any object, we need a one integer value. Okay, so I am typecasting the integer value. Okay, so this is the method. So after getting the due amount from the database, we have to add, okay, the new amount to this due amount, something like this. Due amount plus equal to the amount. Okay, if the due amount is 3000, no, so if we want to add five more thousand to the user, okay, that means 3000 plus 5000 would be stored in the amount, that means 8000. Okay, so here we have to write the another query now. So here, okay, so I want to write the status. Okay, I want to get the status into status. Okay, session dot create query. Okay, so here we have to update the new due, I mean fees. Okay, new fees. Update user set user fee equal to new due amount. Due amount. Set parameter. We have to set the parameter. Okay, due amount. Due amount. And we want to execute this update. Executed the update. Okay. Now we can see. Okay. Now we can return the value. Return status. Okay, so this is the one. And if you want to reduce the due amount, no, if you want to reduce the due amount, okay, same thing we have to do, but this time, okay, so we want to decrease the amount. Okay, we want to decrease the amount because user gave the amount, so we want to decrease the amount. So here, okay, we can do the same thing. Okay, we can do the same thing, but we need to change only one thing. Okay, do you know what is that? We have to change only one thing. Do you know what is that?
Plus to minus.
Obviously, very good. So we have to change the operation plus to minus. Okay, we are adding the value in the above method and we are reducing the value in the this method. Okay, reduce the amount. That's it. Everything is same. Okay, so like this, based on this, okay, we want to do. And yes, I forgot to add where clause. Okay, we forgot to add the where clause. No? So update user set user fee. Okay, to whom? To user. Okay, sorry, I forgot to add the where clause. Where user ID equal to, okay, UID. Okay, and we have to set the parameter as well. Second parameter, set parameter, and in the place of UID, we have to pass user ID. That's it. Okay, and we need this line. Done. So we successfully implemented all the methods. Okay, so we have 8 methods. No, 8 methods in the admin panel. Okay, admin can do 8 different tasks: view user, view rooms, create rooms, allowed rooms, delete user. I mean, he can view the users in a one particular room and reduce the amount, reduce the due amount, and everything. Okay, so these are the different methods that one admin can perform. Admin can perform. Okay, so these are the DAO implementations we can see. Okay, reduce the amount, fees amount if user uh, paid the amount. Hey, can we add paid here? Paid due amount. I think it will add more sense, no? Compare it to reduce. Huh? Paid due amount. Okay, user is paid the amount, so you can call the paid due amount. So I can replay. Actually, naming schemes are very important. I love the names, but I'm very bad at naming the, naming the variables, naming the methods. Okay, so I replaced the reduce amount to paid due amount. Okay. Hmm. Add due amount to the user. Okay, add due amount to the user. Okay, this method get retrieve the students who are in one row. So delete the user and this method for allowed the room to the user. Okay. Creating new rooms. To the all registered users. To all available rooms. To all available rooms. Okay, these are the different methods we have. Okay, so actually I want to push this particular code into the GitHub. Okay, so I will do this. Okay, because we implemented so many methods, no? So you can review the code. If you are having any doubts, you can ask me. Hmm? So if you are okay with those methods, then we can implement the service layer for that. CMD. Hey, actually, I want to delete this particular, oh. So this part you can see, okay. So a hostel management log have 3 GB of data, 3 GB literally. No, I want to delete this thing. Okay, I am deleting my hostel management log. Okay, because it has a 3 GB of data. Oh, where it is stored? Okay, I will rename the file. Okay, so many things are there. Hmm, where can we implement this thing? So where is the file? Log4j properties. Okay. What happened to this?
Sir, because opening as a project, so cannot be deleted. So close the project and then delete it
Okay.
after deleting.
But I'm unable to edit this file. Okay. Why am I unable to open this file? It is working, but why I don't know why it is getting deleted. Annotation, attribute, sensor, errors we are getting, persistence XML file, JPA. Okay, these are the different things from our one. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, let's delete now. अरे यार This action can't be completed because this file is open in the JDK platform binary. Okay. Okay, I will change the name of the log4j properties. Okay. Just wait. We can delete this thing. Now we can delete this also. I think so. Let's wait. This logger, the text file. Okay, the basic text file is a 3 GB long. This is heavy. But choose this one. Hostel management is our application. So let's run the main file once. Okay, something is happened, no? Now let's see what is there. I think now we can delete this. Array, I'm unable to delete this. Okay, I will do one thing. Okay, so I will create a new file. Okay. Um, if you want to, okay, if you don't want to push one particular element into the GitHub, one particular file into the GitHub, then we can use the .gitignore file. Okay, so we have something called .gitignore, hostel management system. So here I am creating .gitignore. Git ignore ignores the files. Okay, ignore file we created. This git ignore file now ignore the file. Okay. Git add. Okay. Okay. Hello, excuse me. Okay, I think we can complete this if we had something. No? think something has happened in the hostel management log. I think now we can delete this. Still, I'm unable to delete this file now. We have to add all these files. Okay. I think it will take time. Why it is taking so much time to make? Okay. Now, when I say so, guys, please review this particular code. Okay, DAO implementations. If you are okay with all the DAO methods, we can implement the service layer. Okay. So we created view rooms. Please view the code of the view rooms. Okay, this is the view room. View users, creating the new room, allotting the new rooms, delete users in a one room. Okay, add due amount and paid due amount. Okay, so we have all these files and this git add. mm, this hostel management log, no? So actually, when we are using git ignore, I think I forgot the spelling of git ignore. Let's search for git ignore. International and untracked files. Okay, let's see what are the different things we can add. The git ignore. Mm, I think this is the basic syntax of git ignore. Okay, something is happening. Guys, if you are facing the same issue, okay, if you are facing the same issue, you can do one thing, okay. So open your src file, okay, comment out the comment out the things, okay, comment all these things. Okay, so I'll tell you. Okay, just remove these four lines. Okay, if you remove these four lines, the log file cannot be, I mean the log file, okay, no need to create the log file. Okay, if you remove these particular lines, okay, you can use the logger only to print the something in the console only. Okay, so we can remove this particular thing if you don't want to store the logger. Okay, whenever we, I mean whenever we, our project got completed, no, then we can add this thing, then we can add this. Okay, so do that, because see, okay, 3 GB, it is just so heavy for a text file, no. So 3 GB is it's okay, but 3 GB for only one particular text file, not even a coding. Okay, not, it's not even a Java file, it is a basic text file. Okay, so it is heavy, so that's why please comment out the logger properties. Okay, please comment logger properties, remember. mm, and to push it, Okay. Okay. In the meanwhile, we can take a break. Okay. So after coming from the break, okay, we can discuss the service layer. The login should be closed for sure. Okay, wrong username or password. Okay, something is happened. No? So a logger is created here. Now I think we cannot delete this logger now. Hey, we can delete it. Okay, actually what I did is, so there is some files which is known as open JDK files in this particular task manager. Okay, so I just stopped those things. Okay, I just stopped open JDK files. Okay, which is opened in the task manager. Then I tried to delete. It's got deleted. Okay, so if you are unable to delete those files, okay, try to open the task manager. In the task manager you can find open JDK binary map, open JDK binary. Okay, so please close all the open JDK binaries. Okay, if you close those things, no, so it will definitely got deleted. Okay, I deleted it just like that. Okay, yes, after deletion. Okay, so I just added the files. Okay, I just restarted my command prompt. Okay, it's done. It's just done in 1 minute. Okay. Hmm, we can do this. Okay, so please check the admin DAO. Okay, is everything fine? No, with this admin DAO methods, any doubt here for anyone?
Sir, I am a little bit confused about the where we start a session or where we commit a session. Because in every method we can't start or we cannot stop the session. Like, oh, sorry,
No, so
transaction.
that's a
Transaction. Sir.
transaction. See,
Yes, sir.
so whenever you are fetching the details, no, whenever you are fetching the details, okay, so there is no need of transaction. But when we are inserting some details into the database, when you are updating some details into the database, then we need a transaction for sure. But here, okay, so we missed those things. Okay, so actually we are updating the some details in the database, right? So here we have to start the transaction. If we didn't start the transaction, okay, so it won't affect it in the database for sure. Okay, for everything we have to mention the transactions. Okay, if you are if you are uh, retrieving some details from the transact if you are retrieving some details, okay, so there is no need of transaction. But when you are inserting something into the database, when you are updating something into the database, then we need a transaction for sure. Okay, so actually we forgot to mention these transaction methods when we are implementing this. Now we can add this. Thank you for reminding me. So here we can write the transaction session dot begin transaction, because we are working with the database here. Now here we are fetching the details. No, we are fetching the details. So no need of writing the transaction. Here also we need to mention the transaction because we are updating some values. And here also we need to update the values. Okay, you have to commit the transaction before return statement. Remember. Okay, that's it. You have to mention the transaction whenever you are whenever you are inserting, when you are updating some values into the database only. Okay, Priyanshu, so
Yes,
here
I
we
got it.
wrote get transactions and commit. We forgot to add those things, that's it. Hmm.
Yes, sir. That's why I'm confused. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
some mentioned somewhere or somewhere not. Okay, sir.
Mhm.
Got it.
Now we can add the service layer. Okay, shall we add the service layer? So if you want to implement the service layer, first of all, we need to add all those methods in the this particular dashboard, no, this particular interface. Okay. So let's implement all those methods. Public. Actually, I want to do a copy paste. Okay, because I don't want to write everything, and we need to change some things for sure. Okay. So these are the void. Every file in the service layer must be the void because we are not returning any value to anyone. Okay, we can just print the things in the service layer now. So we can make sure everything is a void. And here also we are not expecting any value, but we can mention the global exceptions. We can mention this link later. Okay, we have methods. Okay, so we implemented, okay, so many abstract methods in the admin dashboard, which is a service layer. Okay, and we have to implement those methods here. Okay, we can implement them. Click on the add unimplemented. With one single click you can add them. Okay, with one single click we are adding the things. Okay, now here, okay, here, okay, so we can ask the admin. Okay, we can ask the admin. Okay, so to perform some transaction, to select some operations. Okay, so here we need some designing for the admin. No, designs, and we need to print this thing in the middle of the screen. So you can use \t for 3 times. Okay, now here we can ask the admin. Okay, and we are using system.out.println. How dare to use? We cannot use the system.out.println. No? We have to use the logger dot get logger. Sorry, get logger. And the class is admin dashboard implementation. Dashboard impl dot class. Yes, that's it. Now in the place of system.out.println, we can use the log.info. Okay. So actually, we need to ask the user for the different operations. So here we can print something like login.info. Okay. So here I want to print the things in a one new design pattern. Okay. So here I want to print something in the, okay, something like this, because we are having the 10, we are having 8 methods. We have the 8 different methods. So here, okay, I can print messages. I can print the method names like this. Okay, view users space view rooms. Okay, create rooms. Sorry, it is 3. Press 3 for create rooms. Press 4 for, okay, allot rooms. Okay, I want to print something like this. Okay, I don't want to print everything in the new line because we are having 8 methods. It will print the things in the 8 lines, which will be a hectic for us. So okay, so we can reduce the number of methods to 8. So we can do this. Okay, so how do you know how to print the values like this? How to print, a menu like this? You know how to print a menu, okay, from the new line, no? So you can print the menu in the new line, but here I don't want to print everything in the new line. Okay, I want to do something like this. Okay, so if you want to print something like this, okay, you can use backslash t and backslash n. Okay, see here I'm writing on backslash n. Okay, so press 1 for view room. Okay, view rooms, and here I'm giving one tab space. I am giving one tab space. After giving one or two tab spaces, you can give two or three, any number of tab spaces you can give. Okay, so here I can write press 2 for, okay, press 2 for something view users. Okay, and here we want to, okay, after printing the second option, okay, we want to go to the third option, no, I mean we want to go to the new line, no. So here we can write the backslash n again. Okay, here press 3 for, okay, press 3 for create rooms, create rooms, and backslash t for two times, and the fourth option is something like this, yellow room, room to user. Okay, and here I can add a backslash n again. Okay, we can print something like this. Okay, so what is the fifth method? Do you know what is the fifth method? I forgot. After allotting the new room, we can delete the user, or we can print the user in a room. Press 5, press 5 for view user in a room. E, press 6 for delete user. Okay, and here backslash n. Okay, press 7 for something like, add a view amount. Okay, and backslash t for two times, and press 8 for, okay, press 8 for something like, mm, what is the method, paid amount, pay view amount. Okay, so we wrote all these methods. Okay, now you can see how it is going to print on the screen. I want to log in this time as a admin bs, admin 123. Okay, now you can see, okay, how it is printing, no? Okay, I missed the fourth one. Okay, press, okay, press 1 for view rooms, press 2 for view user, press 3 for create rooms, press 4 for room allot room to the user, press 5 for view room. Okay, something like this. Okay, so it will be something good, no? We can decrease the number of lines for the output. So actually we have to remove the fourth one. Press 4 for allot room to the allot room. Okay, so we are asking for the, okay, input from the user. So that's why we need a scanner object for sure. Again, I am writing some scanner object here. Scanner bs equal to new scanner. Okay, so where we can implement this particular object anywhere. Sorry, we can use anywhere in the program. I mean, in the class. Okay, that's why we created a static scanner. Okay, now we want to read one particular option. We want to read one option. So here int bs equal to, sorry, int operation equal to bs dot next. So now we have to switch the value, switch op. Okay, so if the user press 1, if the user press 1, we have to call one particular method in the admin dashboard implementation. So again, I don't want to create any static method, so that's why I'm creating object for admin dashboard impl, admin dashboard equal to adl equal to new admin dashboard implementation, admin dashboard. Code IMPL implementation. Okay, and we need to call the DAO object also, right? We need to call the DAO object also. Let's create the DAO object here only. Admin DAO equal to new admin DAO IMPL implementation of DAO. Okay, we need to call these two as well. Okay, so we have all the objects. Okay, now, okay, so whenever user press one, we want to call this particular view room, na? So let's call the view room here, adl dot, okay, view rooms. Okay, so generally, okay, this whenever user press one, okay, we have to show the rooms to the I mean admin. Okay, so the rooms here, okay, the view room is returning list of rooms for us. View room is returning list of rooms to us. Okay, so how to call this one? So let's call this method. Hmm, submit. Array, I don't want this. I think I clicked on somewhere. Admin dashboard implementation. Okay. So here we have to call the DAO method. We have to call the DAO method, right? So here I'm calling the DAO method. DAO view rooms. Okay, DAO view rooms. This particular method is returning okay list of rooms for us. Okay, this particular room, I mean this particular method is returning list of rooms. So we have to catch the those list of rooms. So here we are catching the list of rooms. List room list equal to DAO view rooms, and we need to import these two things. Hostel model, and we need to read the list from utility package. Okay, we have the list of rooms from. We have the list of rooms. Okay, now we want to fetch the list of rooms, right? We want to fetch the list of rooms. Okay, so how to print the list of rooms? Okay, login dot actually this is a list, right? So we need a one enhanced for loop to print the list of elements. Okay, so here I am using enhanced for loop of room. Okay, of room list have to pass the reference. Okay, now here we can print the message log.info. Okay, so room number is something like this, or we can print login.info. Okay, I want to print something like a table. Okay, room number backslash t slash t, room name backslash t. Okay, room type. Okay, so I want to print something in like a table. Okay, that's why I wrote like this. Okay, so here we have to print the room id first, get room number. Okay, after printing the room number we have to give the two spaces because we mentioned the two spaces in the previous login info. Okay, and here we can print something like room name. After printing the room name only we want two spaces, and now we can print the room type. Get room type. Okay, this is the view rooms method. Okay, now we can see the output of view rooms. Okay, let's implement this. To admin ps, the password is admin123. Okay, now I want to view the list of rooms. Okay, so list of rooms, I'm pressing one. Okay, now you can see room number is 101, room name is Shashadri, and room type is AC. This is how we can print. Okay, we can print these things in a one table like format. Okay, one table like format. Okay, so and we have to make some changes in the backslash t or backslash n. Okay, let's do the changes. That means we can add backslash n for before the thing. now it can print some new thing. Okay, so actually alignment is not perfect, na? So I changed the alignment. Let's see how it will be. Correct. Mm, actually, alignment is not that perfect. Why it is not perfect? We are using two T's. Okay. Mm, mm, okay, I got some shoe. Here we can use just backslash t. Now it will work for sure. Hmm. Okay, so guys, did you understand how I am printing? Actually, this DAO view rooms. Okay, so actually admin DAO view rooms is returning list of rooms, right? So this method is providing list of rooms. You can see it is providing list of rooms. So okay, I am catching those list of rooms here. Okay, I am catching those list of rooms, and I am printing the list of rooms by using the enhanced for loop. That's it. I am not doing anything. Okay, so did you got my point? Is this clear for everyone? How we
Yes,
are
sir.
printing the room details? Is it, guys? Is everything okay? Others?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we can implement the same view user. Okay, if the user press 2, space 2, okay, adl dot view users. View users. Now we have to implement this view users method. Okay, so obviously the admin DAO view users also is returning list of users. See, it is providing list of rows, I mean list of users for us. So we have to catch those list of users here. Okay, again list of users. Okay, user list equal to DAO dot. Okay, and we need to import this user. Yes, we imported that. Okay, same thing. Okay, same like a above program. Okay, we have to use the for loop and login.info. Okay, I want to print only the username. Okay, I want to print only the username, user phone number, uh, and what else we can print? Username, user phone number, mm, user room number. Okay, user room number also we can print. Hmm? Something like backslash n. We can print the user name backslash t user. Sorry, we can. I want to print user phone number also. User phone number backslash t user room number room number, and I want to print user ID also. User ID also, because we can I mean we can work on the many things. No, we can, so we can work on the user details and everything, so we can use this one. Okay, now by using the enhanced for loop we can print the user details. Okay, for user u1 colon users list. Okay, we can print the message login.info. We can print the list of users. Okay, so here backslash n. Okay, sorry, backslash t we can use u1 dot get user id. Okay, we want to print the user id. After user id, okay, after giving the user id we can print the username. Okay, u1 dot get u1 dot get username. We want to print username. Then we want to print the user phone number also. No, backslash t's. We want to print user phone number also. Okay, u1 dot get user phone number. Okay, and we want to print the room id also. room number. U1 dot get room user room dot room ID. Okay, we want to print the room ID also. Okay, now let's check whether we are getting the perfect results or not. Okay, 2 admin bs 123. Okay, so admin dashboard, now we can print the users to. Okay, so we are getting the results, but mm, okay, we got one issue. Okay, we got one error, which is whenever whenever we are getting the user ID, no, whenever we are getting the user details. Okay, so the remaining users doesn't have any room ID. Okay, the remaining users doesn't have any room ID, so that's why we are unable to print all the messages. We are unable to print all the users. Okay, because see these boys. Okay, so in the database all the users doesn't have any, I mean, you know, any user values, no. Let's see, I'll show it to you. We got the null pointer exception because, okay, so every user doesn't have a room. Okay, but we are printing the room ID. Okay, so that's why we are getting some issue. um, use after next select star from user. Okay, so we have to use this. Now you can see, okay, these values are null. Okay, batch bach, okay, these values are null, right? So that's why, okay, we are unable to print the user details. Okay, that's why we are unable to get the users. Okay, so whenever we are getting the users, see, remember, whenever we are getting the users, definitely we will get the admins also, because admin is also one user. So here I want to change something. Okay, I want to, okay, I want to get the only the user did, I mean only the students. Okay, I want to get only students, not the admins. Okay, so for that situation we can make a change on the DAO structure. Okay, we have to change something in the DAO. Okay, in the view users, no. So here, uh, student string, I can create on string student equal to student. Okay, we want to print only the students in the database. Okay, from the users, where user role is student. Okay, and we can set the parameter, set parameter. Okay, you know, student. Okay, we want to get only the users. Okay, not a admin. And let's add the values for these people also. Okay, let's add some zero values. Okay, select star from, no, let's do this later. Okay, I mean after creating some rooms. Okay, we can, I mean we can assign the rooms to the users. Okay, then we can print the user details. Okay, then it will be good. Okay, let's leave this. Okay, now we want to create a room. Okay, if user press 3, okay, if user press 3, we have to create some rooms. Okay, so here in the case 3, adl dot create room, adl dot create room. So generally room has a 3 different values: room id, room name, and room type, right? We need to read those values. Okay, login dot log dot info, enter room id, room id. Okay, int id equal, sorry, int id equal to bs dot next, and log dot info, enter room name. Okay, again string r name equal to bs dot next, and log dot info, enter room type, enter room type. Now we can room r type equal to bs dot next. Okay, and now we have to create the object for room r1 room. Okay, we have the room. Now we have to set the values. R1 dot set room ID is ID, and R1 dot set room name is room name. R1 dot set, okay, room type is room type. Okay, we set the values of a room. Now we have to call the method. Now we have to call the method. So which is dow dot, okay, create room. Okay, this particular create room is returning one integer for us. It is returning one integer for us. So we have to read the integer int st equal to, okay, we have to return the integer, and this is throwing some exceptions. Okay, so that's why it is showing an exception, and we have to declare exception in the interface also. And here also we have to declare the exception. Here in the dashboard also we need to declare the exception. Okay, so here we can say one thing: if st equal to 1, okay, if status equal to 1, that means, okay, the room added successfully, no, room added successfully, room added successfully, because we are, when we are creating the room, we are returning one particular value. Okay, return 1, we are returning one value. And we implemented the room details also. Guys, are you clear how we are adding the room details, how we are adding the things? Are you there? Are you getting my points?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts till now?
No,
Okay. Now let's add a new room. Okay. Let's try to add a new room. Sorry. We have to log in as a admin. Uh-oh. Oh, the wrong username. Okay. Now we want to create the new room. Okay. 3. Now you can enter the room ID, which is 102, and the room name, which is something. Tell me some room name. Shashadri. Um, uh, I forgot the name. Shabadri. Because these are the, I mean, hostel names in my SV university. Okay, Vrishabhadri. And the room type is obviously AC. Okay, room added successfully. Okay. Now, whenever we run this particular code again, okay, if you want to see the rooms, we can add the while option also, because every time we cannot log in. No, this time I want to print 0 rooms. Okay, we have the second room, which is 102 Vrishabhadri, which is also the AC. Okay, see how beautiful is this now. So this will be the code. Okay, guys, clear how we are adding the rooms and how we are printing the rooms. Hmm? Now we can implement the another option also. There is, what is the fourth option? Press 4 for, okay, we have to allot the room. So case 4 for allotting the new room. ADL dot allot the room. Okay, now we can implement this method. Okay, allot the room details. So whenever we want to allot one new room to the user, whenever we want to allot the new room to the user, okay. So here we can read the values first. Okay, login.info, enter user ID to allot, int UID equal to bs.nextint, and we need to read room ID also. Room ID, enter room ID. Okay, int UID, sorry, RID equal to bs dot next int. Okay, so here, okay, here we can add the, we can call the method, okay, dow dot, okay, allot the room, where we can pass the UID and RID, and this is also will return one integer for us, int status, obviously. Okay, if status equal to 1, we can print the message login.info, I mean room allotted successful. Okay, if else, okay, else, okay, we can throw an exception, throw new global exception. Okay, okay, something went wrong, and we need to declare the exceptions everywhere. That throws declaration, and add the issue in the here also. We need to declare the exception, and okay, so here we have to add the exception as well. Okay, now we can okay, uh, ask the, okay, fifth option, okay, view user in a one particular room. Okay, ADL dot view, or is a method name I forgot. Okay, user in a room. Okay, ADL dot user in a room. Okay, if the admin wants to print, okay, the user details from the, okay, one room, then we have to call this particular method. And just wait for a minute. Hello. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, sorry. Guys, you are so silent. Are you getting my points? Is this okay? Is there any confusion, any doubt? I can understand the silence. Why so silent? Confused? They tell me the day. Ketan, Rupa, Hemant, Priyanshu, is this okay? Ketan, tell me. Yeah. Or Rupa, Priyanshu, Rahul, is
Yes, sir.
everything okay? Okay. What about Rahul,
Yes, sir.
Rupa? Okay. Okay. Hemant, clear, right? Shika Sharma, Gunjan, Suras, Abhishek. What about Nishant and others?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, now we want to fetch the details of the user who are in a one room. Okay, so that's why we are going for case file. So we have to, okay, so user in a room. So actually this particular user in a room method is expecting one user ID, I mean one room ID. See, based on the room id, okay, we want to fetch the details. Okay, based on the room id only we want to fetch the user details, right? So here, okay, we can ask the, okay, I mean, we can ask the admin to enter the room id, login.info, enter room id, okay, int rid equal to us.next int, okay, here we can call the method dow dot user in a room, which is our id. Okay, and this method, uh, okay, okay, we have to pass the room id, no? Okay, so I think I have a mess here. Let's change something in the room id. Okay, actually we need a one, just a number. Don't need a room. We just need a number. What is this method? This, okay, just need a number. So based on the room id, he can we can print the values. Okay, so this particular method will return list of users for us. So we need a list of users. Users equal to user list equal to dow dot user in a row. Okay, so here we can print the user list. Okay, we can print the user list by using the same pattern, but we don't need a room id. We can remove the room id here. Okay, user in a one specific room. Okay, so we are getting the values. Okay, I mean we are getting the list of users, and we are printing the list of users by using the enhancer for loop, and we are printing user id, username, and user phone number. Okay, so this is about the user in a one particular room. Okay, now let's add another method. So case 6, use the case 6 delete the user. Okay, so case 6 for, okay, adl dot delete user, adl dot delete user. Here we can ask the admin to enter the username to delete one particular user. Okay, so log.info, enter user id to delete. Okay, so here we can, I mean we can read the value int uid equal to bs.next int. Okay. And let's check the delete user method. See, where is the delete user? Okay, so this is the delete user. The delete user is expecting one user ID. Okay, so we are passing the user ID to delete method. So dow dot delete user int uid. Okay, so here, okay, this will also return one status for us into st equal to. Okay, so here we can write one if condition as well. St dot equal to one. Okay, log dot info deleted. If else, if something went wrong, we can throw a exception. Throw new global exception. Yeah, something went wrong again. Something
Sir,
went wrong.
on the base of global exception, we can write the same simple login for.
Simple.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get that. Simple.
Sir, on the base of the global exception, we can use
Hmm.
log.info simply or not?
Yeah, actually, we have to raise some exception, no? So if you don't want to raise exception, you can use the log.info. It's okay. But as per the format, the exceptions are the best one when we are having the error.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
so you can use the login.info, but it's a proper format to use the global exception when some error condition occurs. We need a exception, no? So that's why we are declaring the exceptions. Okay, if you don't want exception, okay, you can remove the exception with the login.info. It's okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
It's not a compulsory, but it's a better to use. That's a format, no? And
Okay, sir.
now coming to the case 7. 7 is enter due amount and pay amount. Okay, we can do this. Case 7 for, sorry, case 7 for ADL dot add due amount. Okay, and case 8 for ADL dot paid due amount. Paid due amount. Okay, we can call these ones. Okay, so here, okay, so this due amount is expecting two values. One is user ID and one is the amount, right? So we have to read those things. Log.info, enter the amount to add the amount equal to ds dot next int. Okay, and log.info, enter user ID. Okay, int uid equal to ds dot next int. Uid is equal to. Now we have to call the method now dot add due amount, and this will return an integer for sure again. So here also we can do the same. Int s equal to. Okay. So I'll copy the if condition. I'll copy this if condition. Okay. Amount added, and we have to declare the exception. Hello. For the exception here also. Now we can implement the same thing, but we have to call the different method. That's it. Enter amount to pay. and here we have to call the another value, another method, dow dot paid due amount. Okay, that's it. Everything is same. Add throws declaration. That's it. Okay, we are all set for the admin dashboard now. Okay, we can just add the while for the, okay, switch statement. We can add the while for the switch statement. Okay, so initially int op equal to 0, and here we can mention the while uh, op less than 9. Okay, while op less than 9, we can go on. Okay. So default, okay, if in the default case I'm writing something, system.exit. Okay, in the default case I want to exit from the system, so that's why I wrote system.exit. Okay, now let's implement the admin. Let's compile the admin. Okay, press 2 admin, admin bs, admin bs. Okay, admin 123. Okay, so here I want to allot the room for one person. Okay, enter user id. So let's see who the remaining people, and 2 and 3. Okay, 2 and 3 is the, okay, doesn't have any room, so I'm giving 2, and room id is 102, and room allotted successfully, and again I want to add the new room. Okay, 4. Okay, again I am adding okay, so only 3. Okay, we doesn't have 4 because, okay, our admin cannot have the room, right? So I don't want to add the room. Okay, sorry, I'm entering some random word. We'll get some exception. We'll get some exception. Yes, something went wrong. Okay, now again we can do this. Admin bs, admin 123. Let's see. Okay, so here, okay, right now I want to see the different users. Okay, I want to see the users. Oh, we got an issue. Hmm, where we are getting an issue. User role near line 1, model user student. Okay, okay. I forgot to add the equal to. Okay, so in the, this is the query, na? So this is the query. So where user role equal to student. Okay, so I forgot to add the equal to in the query. So that's why we are getting the issue. Okay, so here I mixed the equal to, displayed equal to. Okay. Hmm. Now again run. Again we have to log in the to admin ps, admin 123. Okay, so I want to see the users, number of users. Okay, we got the number of users here, user id. Okay, Bhaskara phone number, so and so. Okay, this is how we can print the users, list of users. Okay, and okay, I want to see the users who are in the, okay, room number 101. Okay, so that's why I'm adding 5 here. Okay, enter the room id. Okay, I want to print the, okay, users who are in the room number 101. Okay, in the room number 101 there are 2 students. Okay, we have 2 students in the room number 101. Okay, so I want to add the fees. Okay, I want to add the fees for the third student. Okay, so I want to add the fees to the second student or third student, for anyone. Okay, so I'm adding the fees to the, okay, I want to add the fees. Okay, 7. Okay, amount to add 5,000 rupees I want to add for user id 2. amount added. Okay, amount is added. Okay, so shall we implement another method to view the user? Okay, to view only one user. Okay, so if I gave the one, no, so I want to see the user details. Shall we add that? Yes. So actually we are viewing all the users. Okay, so if I want to view only specific user, okay, if I want to view the profile of specific user, okay, for example I want to view the phone number, where he is coming from. Okay, if I want to see the user profile, okay, then we can add another method. Shall we add? Are you feeling like heavy? Tell me. Okay, I want to print everything about the user in the view profile of the user. Okay, so I can add a view profile of the user or view user. Shall we add something like that? Is that okay for you?
Sir, after that we are left with the testing also or any
Hmm.
other method, sir.
We can add the testing later, no?
Sir, after the implementation
Hmm.
of this method, we have any other methods to implement
No, that's it. This is the final.
with the
So
final.
we completed the project.
But testing left
Yeah, we have to test
only.
it. That's it. Shall we add now? Shall we add the one method? Yeah, we can
Yes,
finish it
sir.
now.
Yes, sir. We can finish.
So let's create another DAO method in the admin DAO interface. Okay, public user. Okay, we can get the user details. Public user view user profile. Okay, which is expecting user ID for sure into UID. So and we can create an exception if in case if user is not found, no, then we can raise an exception. We can add an implemented method here. Okay, okay, here we can add the unimplemented method. So okay, so same thing, try sessions also. Hibernate utility dot get session. Okay. So we want to fetch the one user details by using the user ID. So here we can write something like this: user u1 equal to, okay, session dot get. Okay, we can directly get the user because this is the primary key, na? User dot get class UID. Okay, and return u1. Okay, and we can return u1. That's it. We are done. Okay, and we can consume this method. To consume this method, we have to add this method here also. Public view, sorry, public void view user profile. Okay, and we have to add the method, add an implemented method. Okay, so here we can call the method. Okay, login.info, sorry, log.info, enter user ID to print his profile. Okay, so here user u1 equal to, okay, we can call the method DAO dot view user profile, which is a UID. Sorry, we have to read the UID, na? UID equal to ds dot next. Okay, now this particular method is returning maybe an exception, so we have to declare the throws exception and throws exception at the method declaration also. Okay, and we can simply print the user details login dot u1. That's it. Okay, because we have a two string method will print everything. Okay, so here we can print the user details. Mm, okay, so we can delete the user in the last. Okay, for to user profile. Okay, so we can replace the ninth method. We can have the ninth method. Press 9 for delete user. Okay. So here in the 6, actually we have to write 10. So in the 6 method, okay, so to 6 method, we can call view user profile. Okay, and here in the case 9, okay, so adl dot view, sorry, delete user, that's it. Okay, now we can add. This is a final, final compilation. Okay, I promise you. Admin BS, admin 123. Okay, we got the admin dashboard. Okay, here. Okay, so I want to view the profile of the user 6, and user ID is something like 2. And yes, we got the user. See, we got the user details. Okay, so this is what we got. And if you want to, okay, add some amount, okay, 8, okay, I want to add some amount, okay, amount to pay. So I want to pay 3000 rupees for the user 2. Okay, and now I want to see the user 2. Okay, 6 view user profile, and I can enter 2. Now you can see the updated amount. Okay, updated amount is user is 2000 rupees is the updated amount. Okay, because user paid 3000 rupees to us. Okay, user paid 3000 rupees, so that's why we updated the value. Okay, so this is the admin dashboard, guys. Okay, are you clear, boys? Everyone, are you
Yes, sir.
clear about all these things?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
It's like I can feel it, it is a heavy, but it's okay, it is very easy. Okay, so we have to understand the flow. If you understand the flow, okay, you can do it, you can do it just like that. Okay, so please complete the task by today end of the day, because today is Thursday, no? So so I don't want to give any, lab program, because this is a heavy. So why we can give another lab program for this? Okay, so please complete the admin dashboard also by the end of the day, or by the tomorrow morning. Okay, by the tomorrow morning also you can complete it. Okay, so tomorrow morning we can have a some chit chat. Okay, so after testing, okay, we can test, okay, one or two methods. After testing, we can chit chat. Okay, we can chit chat, do something, some activities or something. Okay, because tomorrow is a Friday. Because in this week we had a lot of hectic schedule, na. So just take rest. Okay, so I will upload this code in the GitHub. Give me a moment.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Hmm.
Sir,
Oh.
if we get any exception here, so I think it stops the complete the execution of the while loop.
Hmm. Yes,
Sir,
it stops everything.
if we use log info, then the while loop is continue.
Yes, log.
So user want
Then,
to rerun the
and
program.
if you want to exit by using log.info also, you can use the system.exit. Whenever you got the error, you can write one login info method, no? Some error is occurred, you can write some login error method, no?
No,
So
sir, like
there.
some exception throws in the press 4 or press 5. Then the
Hmm,
user want to again
no, if some,
re-execute
if
entire code.
see, hmm, see, this is a project, na? If some exception is occurred, the entire execution should be stopped. That's the method, that's a proper structure. as per my view. Okay, so if you I mean if you are using some login.info instead of exception to, I mean if you want to exit from the system whenever the error is occurred, then you can use the system.exit that I used here in the default. So here in the default I used the same thing, no, system.exit. System.exit is the method which is used to stop the execution at any time. Okay,
Okay, sir.
if you want to stop the execution you can use the system.exit. But so whenever an exception occurred, okay, so we have to exit from that particular block. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah, so let's write some comments also here. Okay, but here I'm not getting the perfect output as I'm expecting, so I'm adding backslash t for everything. And then, add, sorry, okay, plus 9 for new line. Yeah. That's why you use it backslash. Yeah, thanks. I did that. Now let's check with it. Admin BS. Hmm. Now it's okay, right? And this two is irritating us. Okay, so I can do one thing. I can add another backslash t at the two. Okay. It's not in a pro. It's not coming in the proper one. Okay, now it's good. Okay, Nishan, got it? Is it okay? Now just update the code. Pick, sorry, commit -m project done, testing pending. This is the comment. Project done, testing pending. Okay, and we can push it. Okay, so we can see in the GitHub Bachi 007. Hey, I added the line, pickup line for me. How is it? Is there any change any change in the grammar is there? Applying as a developer. Is that okay? The grammar of this particular sentence. That's a pickup line for me. You can add your pickup line, man. Pickup lines are beautiful. Project is done. Testing. Hey, we added the README file, no? Okay. So actually, we can add a README file from this particular, okay, hostel management system. Okay, and I think we have another branch. In the another branch, we
Sir,
have
we
README
have
file.
already in the main branch,
Hmm.
master branch.
Uh-huh. but I don't want to mention here. Okay, our main should be have na hostel management so and so. Here, this product has two users. One is end user and admin user. User modules is registers so and so, and admin modules. These are the admin modules. Okay, we updated the admin modules now. View students, actually we can say view users, view rooms, adding new, you can create the new rooms, allowed rooms, and uh, view user profile. Oh, Sanana, add due amount, paid due amount. These are all the admin modules. Okay. Okay. So, management system is a automated system for normal manual hosting management. And we added a lot of methods for admin and user. And in the future, we want to add great UI to this project, great UI, and also we want to add payment gateway. Okay, that means they can pay the fee. Okay, uh, in our interface only. Okay, on that. So this is our README file. Okay, and let's save this file in our project. No, so in our project structure, hostel management system. Okay, here you can save this file as a readme.md. Okay, remember the extension of readme file should be readme.md. I created the readme.md. Okay, you can see the readme.md file here. Okay, we have the readme.md. Okay, now we can update this code. Okay, readme added. Okay, push it. Now we can see the readme in the main branch only. Yes, our okay. See the readme file. Okay, isn't it beautiful? Okay, this is how we need to add the thing. Array, I forgot to change something. Save it. Okay, I made some change in the readme file. That's it. Beautiful. Okay, so this is how you can add the readme file. Okay, so in the readme file, you can go, you can open in the, you can create the file in the new notepad. Okay, and you can save the okay readme file with the extension of .md. Okay, so please make sure you have to create the file with the name of readme dot md. Don't change the file name. Okay, because by default GitHub will display the content of a README file. So that's why you have to name your README file with the name of readme.md. Okay, yeah, yeah, we have a readme file and everything. Yeah, our project is done. Okay, now we need to add the testing part. Okay, after adding the testing part, we can rock it. Okay, we left with only testing. Tomorrow we can perform the testing. Okay, boys, any doubts? Yes, Priyanshu.
Sir, if I don't want to execute from the even
Hmm.
the exception is occur, so what I do?
If you want to execute,
Don't
see,
want to
tell
exit
me.
from the while loop. Don't exit from the while loop. Even the exception is
Okay,
occur.
then don't raise the exception. Just use the print statement.
Yes, 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 sir.
Okay, you whenever you can use the basic print statement, again the while loop is going to execute. But if you are using exception, no, so whenever the exception is read, the project stop its execution.
Okay, sir. Because
Okay.
I think this is the hectic for the admin to again enter his all detail for the
Mm-hmm.
login. That's why I'm asking.
So you can add this. You can add this. You can avoid the exception.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
But we need to use the global exception somewhere in the program. Okay, that's a rule. Amitabh told us, no?
Yes, sir. So somewhere over in the everywhere where the exception is
Somewhere
occur.
in the registration, in the login, we can use.
So it is not
Okay.
compulsory that we are using in the on the while loop.
It is not necessary. You can avoid. It's okay.
So if we use
Oh,
catch statement, then we can execute while loop, even though we it's throw exception.
Mm, yes, but we have to use the catch statement in multiple blocks, because okay, whenever we are declaring one particular throw block, okay, uh, by using okay, so without using the, yeah, so without using the throws declaration, you can mention the catch statement. Okay, then you can do that, but here, okay, I'll show you how it will be. Okay, so here maybe this particular statement will raise an exception, no, so here you can avoid this throws declaration here, but you have to write the try block. Within the try block you have to mention this code, and here this code also. So here you have to catch the exception. Catch exception B. Here you can print the login.info, sorry, log.info dot dot get message. Okay, by using this particular structure, no, by using this particular structure, you can avoid the, I mean, we can stop the, we can avoid this. Okay, but you cannot use the throws declaration. You can use the try catch block for that. Is that okay? We can add this. You have to use the try catch block everywhere when you are having the exception. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I think it's a better, no. So better to use a try block, na. Better to use the try block. Okay. Better to use a try block like this. Okay. When you are having the exception, maybe when you are calling a one particular method, no, if that particular method will raise an exception, so please handle that with the try catch block, not with the throws declaration. Then your execution won't stop. Okay. It's a good solution. Yeah. Thanks to Ketan. Thank him. Okay. I'll update this. Okay. Done. Now you can check for the syntax. Okay. Yes. Is there any doubt, boys? No, right? Okay. So first of all, please practice. Okay. Tomorrow, if you are having any doubts, tomorrow we can discuss. Okay. When you are developing the things, when you are, if you are facing any issue, no, so we can solve it tomorrow. Okay. I think we have you have the GitHub link, no, my repository. Hmm. Okay. So go with it. Okay, boys. Please stay in the meeting till 2 o'clock. Don't leave the meeting. Okay. Tomorrow we can discuss the more things.